Has AGI already arrived?
We do seem to have organizations and structures in the world that exhibit greater than human intelligence already.
Yeah, I think we'll hit AGI next year in 26.
My definition of AGI has never changed. So
is waiting for AGI.
We have a lot of
is when AI can do nothing.
Definition of AGI.
In the last 6 months, the CEO of Nvidia looked into the camera and said,
I think it's now. I think we've achieved AGI.
The CEO of OpenAI, the company that built AGI, said something almost as strange.
The thing that had been the AI test forever just went whooshing by, and we all adapted. And I sort of feel like the same thing is going to happen now.
And if you ask other scientists and researchers who have spent their entire life studying this, they're gonna say, we're not even close. And the reason is obviously the different definitions that people have from AGI. Some people define AGI as an AI that can do any job that a human can do. But some people define it as an AI that can reason like a human across any fields. And there is a business definition. Reportedly, in a contract between Microsoft and OpenAI, AGI is simply defined as whenever OpenAI builds an AI system that can generate $100 billion in profit. So depending on which definition we are going to pick, the answer to AGI has already happened completely changes. But I personally do not care about other definitions, because to me, AGI is the thing that's going to create massive layoffs. It's the thing that's going to take my job. It's the thing that's going to find a cure for my disease. It's the thing that's going to change my entire future plan, whether it's my financial plan, it's my retirement plan, or my life decisions like having a kids or something like that. And I believe you're here for the same reasons. You're thinking AGI might make your college degree pointless. If you have a kid, you might thinking AGI might make their college degree pointless. AGI is the major turning point in the humankind history. The humanoid robot is gonna change the whole civilizations. So if you're looking for that AGI, I believe by the end of this video, you're gonna be either disappointed or little relaxed. My name is Arya, by the way, and on this channel, I explore anything that impact our future, whether it's AI, AR, VR, or metaverse. So if you're interested in this kind of videos, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And you're thinking that I'm one of those AI agents, but I'm not. I'm a real person who cannot afford AI platforms. Anyway, let's get back to it. Overall, there are two main views. One says it has already happened or is happening soon. The other says that it's far, far away. So why do some people say that it has already happened or is happening soon? Because their definition is artificial general intelligence, an AI that can outperform humans in multiple tasks. So with that definitions, models like GPT is kind of the same thing. It already matches or beats humans at a huge range of tasks. Writing, coding, analyzing data, creating images and videos, even running parts of a business. Jensen Huang said,
It is not out of the question that a Claw was able to create a web service, some interesting little app that a few billion people used. We saw a whole bunch of those type of companies during the internet era, and most of those websites were not anything more sophisticated than what OpenClaw could generate today.
Sam Altman takes it even further, saying we basically hit that point already and just kept moving forward without stopping to announce it. The logic is simple. If a system can do the job of a smart, capable human across many different fields, that's what AGI was already supposed to mean. So arguing over the exact definition is just delaying the obvious. But why do others say it hasn't happened? Because researchers like Gary Marcus and Yann LeCun says that, of course, AI can do many tasks and it can outperform humans, but it doesn't think like a human. It just recognizes the patterns. It doesn't understand logic, and it doesn't reason like a 5-year-old kid. It lacks simple common sense and basic reasoning. So it cannot plan for the next step. For example, if you ask AI that popular question that I have a cow, a bag of grain, and a chicken, and a fox, or something like that, and how do I get everyone cross, the AI and the 5-year-old kid give you two completely different answers. And the kid answer is correct, but the AI answers is nonsense. A 5-year-old would just say, get everyone on the boat and cross the river, which is the correct answer. But because AI has seen that classic version of it, it's going to repeat the pattern. The one where the boat can only carry one item at a time and you have to avoid the fox eating the chicken, although the actual question has no limits. There is no details in that. So people who say AGI is not here because it cannot understand like a human, they are kind of right, because it's good at pattern recognition, and based on the given data, it's going to predict the pattern and answer the question in a logical way, but it cannot think and understand like a human. But anyway, which of these definitions matches the AGI that we think of? The one that's going to take our job and change the future? The truth is, it doesn't need to match either of these. The AI that's going to replace our jobs and change the societies and our financial plans and everything just needs to be good and affordable enough to replace a human. Whether it thinks and reasons like a human, or it becomes better in pattern recognition. So I personally believe we need to forget about all the definitions of AGI and not get trapped into it. Because the word AGI is not just the stage of technology, it's more of a marketing term, or even a power term, that influences the stock prices of AI companies and the perception of technological superpowers. They are never going to achieve it because they're pushing back the objectives. If we look back, we will see this has happened over and over again for the last 70 years of AI research. A capability is seen as a sign of intelligence. The AI, the computers achieve it. Then the people argue that that is not enough, it's not a sign of intelligence. So they're going for the next step. The definition of intelligence becomes broader. For example, in 1950, Alan Turing proposed the Turing test. If a machine could hold a conversation so well that a human could not tell it was a machine, it could be considered intelligent. Later decades, passing a conversation test does not prove real understanding or general intelligence. In 1997, Deep Blue defeated the world chess champion, showing machines could outperform humans in complex tasks. In early 2000s, chess was a narrow problem. So being great at chess and beating every champion is not considered intelligence. In 2010s, AI surpassed humans in tasks like image classification and defeated humans in Go. Little after, these were just pattern recognition, not true intelligence. In 2022, large language models like ChatGPT demonstrated abilities across writing, programming, reasoning, and many fields. A year after, critics argue that this is not the actual understanding and reasoning. It needs human-level adaptability and continuous learning. So we haven't achieved that true intelligence, which is called AGI. So every time we achieve it, they simply do not call it the intelligence they were looking for. So they move the bar. The last take is that, in my personal opinion, I believe the AGI or AI or the technology, whatever you want to call it, is already growing with us and we are not even noticing it. Little by little, it's sneaking to our life. Like ChatGPT 3, take the last 3 years, ChatGPT 3.5, then ChatGPT 5, then Gemini, then Claude. We're relying on those platforms and they're sneaking to our jobs. We cannot work with them. I learned a lot from ChatGPT myself. Whenever I want to learn something, I ask ChatGPT. And of course, it's not a source of facts. I've already said that, but I cannot kind of live without it. It's very hard for me now. I learned English from ChatGPT, if I be honest. So yeah, they're sneaking to our life and we are depending on them more and more. And every year, couple of times a year, like every 3 months, every 6 months, we hear that massive layoff happens at some companies because of automation. So those layoffs is already happening at some points and some achievements have happened. So this is all happening little by little. We're not noticing it. But my personal concern is how should I plan for my future, whether it's my financial future or it's my professional future. Am I going to lose my job? If I'm going to lose my job, what could I do to prevent it? How should I manage my finances, my mortgage plan, my pension plan and everything, my investments? So these are the things that I will talk about in the next video. My name is Aryan. I will see you in the next video.